having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Ugh. It's hot. It's very, very hot, and I'm currently living outside. Literally, I have been sleeping out here. I have a bed out here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I am sleeping outside. But it is the readathon, and well, it isn't yet. Technically, I've started early. I cheated. Sorry, but I couldn't stop myself from reading, and I have started Boy Meets Boy by David Leviathan. I'm about 60 pages in, but I couldn't help it. It looks so pretty, and I love David Leviathan writing. So it is following Paul, and he has a crush on a guy named Noah, and they've just kind of met each other because Noah's new to the school that he's in, and yeah, I'm just kind of getting hold of all the characters at the moment. There's a lot of characters, and I don't have a very good memory, so I'm trying to remember who the hell is who all the time. Yeah, and I'm melting at the same time, so I'm tempted to put the paddling pool out because it's that hot and stick my feet in it, but that might happen in a little while. Yeah, I'm going back to bed. Possibly some ice just packed around me. Hey. Greetings. It is now Friday. My eyesight isn't doing too well today, so I've decided to listen to the Ministry of Utmost Happiness instead on the radio. It's narrated by Indra Verma, who is she's an actress who plays the sister of the guy who got killed in a trial by the mountain on Game of Thrones. Yeah, what is her name? Illyria? Is it Illyria? Is it Princess Illyria? I don't know. I'm not good with names, people. But her brother got killed by the mountain. He got his eyes gouged out on Game of Thrones. So if you know who I'm talking about, yay. Her voice is really compelling. She's really good at reading it. You kind of get drawn into this. She's gorgeous anyway, but you get drawn into this gorgeous voice, and it's following. I'm really bad with names at the moment, I'm afraid. I've literally just stopped listening to it, and I cannot remember the main character's name. It's about a person. They were born with both female and male parts. Grew up as a male, but one day saw a transgender woman or a cross-dresser or a transvestite. He sees this Idra, which is what they call kind of men dressed as women in India. He sees her across the marketplace and is captivated by her, falls in love with her, just wants to look like that, wants to be friends with that person, and he follows her home, or she follows her home. At the moment it's he, so he follows her to her place of living and then joins her and becomes an Idra and is following then her life. I'm sorry if I'm getting my he's and hers mixed up. This is my brain and not my intent. I want to get it right, I really, really do. My brain is a mess, and that shouldn't be an excuse, but it is, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm rambling. I'm really quite tired, but I'm just compelled by the story, so I'm listening to that, and I've just found out that Eddie Izzard's new autobiography will be out on the radio this week as well, so I might end up listening to that as well. I'm going to have too many stories going on in my head at the same time, but Eddie Izzard is a transvestite comedian in the UK, and he does gigs in French and Spanish. Oh god, he's annoyingly bright. He's one of those dudes who just knows everything, and he can speak many languages, and he's intelligent and he's funny, and his life sounds fascinating, so I might end up listening to that as well. There's going to be too many stories. There's too many things, people. There's just too many books. But yes, I'm listening to the Ministry of Happiness, and I'm going to shut up now because I probably just put my foot in it so many times. I want to get this right so much, it's ridiculous. See you later. Hello. So it's Sunday and I can officially start reading, though technically I may have started early. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep, and I'm reading Boy Meets Boy because, oh my god, it's got good people. Started off a bit, I don't want to say idealistic, but it seemed a bit perfect. You're following Paul, who lives in a world where everything seems to be okay, and there's no prejudice against being gay or anything, which is how it should be, but it seems a bit too perfect. And yeah, I don't want to say bad things about David Leviathan's writing, but I was finding it odd, and then it just turns on its head, and it's good, people. I'm about 140 pages in, and I've got 40 left to go. Yeah, so I should finish book 1 by the end of the day, hopefully. I don't know, but we'll see how Sunday goes. I don't know why I'm up this early. I can't sleep, and all the reading people. Fun. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. And about 2 hours later, I have finished A Boy Meets Boy by David Levithan. I'm not sure what to think about it. I'm kind of blank on a review. It reads a bit like, to me, a fairy tale. I have the edition that has an author's note in the back, 10 years on, from David Levithan, saying that he wrote it in 2003 and it seemed like a fairy tale, the world accepting a gay student and stuff. And now in 2013, when he wrote the author's note of this, it was less of a fairy tale. But to me it still reads like a fairy tale. I mean, we're great, we have equal rights now, well, equal marriage rights and things like that, but I don't know, it still feels like a fairy tale to me, that a town could be so accepting of a drag queen quarterback and an openly gay kids who were gay in kindergarten, was it a gay class president. I don't know, am I naive? In America, is this more common now? Is this open? I don't know, whether the news I watch is gay bashing, I don't know, but it just still seems a lot like a fairy tale to me. But nevertheless, it's a lovely, heartwarming book, but it does read like a fairy tale, but it's a lovely fairy tale, because they all are. But yeah, so I have finished Boy Meets Boy, and now I don't know what to go on to. Everything Leads to You, I guess, by Nina LaCour. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I might just rest for a bit and then see how I do for the rest of the day. But happy readathon. I hope you guys are reading already, and I will see you guys later.